in a world where most people are dehydrated.
What was this?
Is this the intro?
What is this? I know what it is. It's a brand new. What was that called again?
Oh,
yes, this is the intro. My name's Thomas,
and my name is Will, and this is a movie podcast where each week, sometimes I do a reverse episode on Thomas. I guess you're supposed to say your name there.
Thomas.
By reading you 3 IMDb plot subscriptions and having you guess the titles to those movies. I think I did that intro right. I've heard it so many times, but I'm not good at remembering stuff. And this is a surprise to Thomas that we're doing a reverse episode.
Yeah, it is.
Reverse, what was that called again? How you doing, bud?
I'm thunderstruck.
So this was a very last minute decision because you had told me via text that there's a movie associated with the list that you had prepared for this episode that you would like to watch afterwards. So I figured I would like to do that, but since we probably don't have time for that today, this recording session, we'll save that for the following week, the next recording session. So I decided to let you
I will allow that.
Okay. I decided to let you save that. Plus it's been, I don't know, several episodes since we did our first reverse. This is only the second one.
It's been at least 5 episodes.
At least it's been a year probably since we did the last one. An actual year, at least. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't remember how this show works at all. I think we do drink check now. What are you drinking, bud?
You're the host. I
am, and I'm failing already.
Yeah, so this was... I didn't know what to drink, and so I wanted to do something that I haven't had on the show before. I think I've had this maybe once ever in my life before now, and it is a Dr. Pepper and cream soda.
Oh, okay. I've never had the cream soda one. I'm a big Dr. Pepper fan, as we've discussed. This is a pro Dr. Pepper show. Have you tasted this yet?
Correct.
You said you had once before, maybe, but...
yeah, I'm pretty sure I have before, but yeah, I just took a sippy sip.
How was it?
And pretty good. That's my review.
I like cream soda, and I like Dr. Pepper, but I've been nervous about combining the two.
It definitely tastes like Dr. Pepper with cream soda as well.
Is it a plus though? Is it a benefit bigger than what the individual parts?
Oh, I'm gonna say no because I definitely would prefer like regular Dr. Pepper, but it's still really good. Yeah. It's if you're in a mood where you're just like, man, I want a Dr. Pepper, but I want something a little different than the same old thing.
I want a creamy doctor.
Yeah, I want that doctor to cream in my mouth.
Okay.
I'm going to get a Dr. Pepper and cream soda. There you go.
I want a smooth, I want a laid back, velvety doctor. That's what I want. Cream soda does have like that, like, warm hug vibe to it.
Yeah, they're, so at the not to be named gas station that I regularly stop at at work, one time ever, they had a Coca-Cola vanilla, but it was like, it wasn't just regular vanilla Coke. It was like, what was it called? It was called like extra creamy vanilla Coke or some shit like that. I've never seen it before or since. I've looked every time I've stopped. I bought the only one that was in the thing.
Some guy just made this and labeled it.
Well, I want him to make more because it was fucking great.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. But was it like cream soda and Coke?
I know that you're not into vanilla Coke, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, correct.
I very much am. It is like my favorite sody pop that there is. And yeah, I thought it was excellent. It was just like... you know how some older electronic devices have like a super bass button, like if you're listening to music?
Yeah,
it was like that, but with the vanilla.
Okay, so it gave your Coke some like extra depth. Vanilla Coke with more depth.
Fantastic.
Huh.
Correct. Yeah. And I
have you researched this
every
online?
time. I stop there almost every day. Actually, I do stop there every day during work, and I look for it every time I stop in there, and I've never seen it since.
Disappointed.
Yeah, I've never seen it in there before either. I don't know. It was that one night there were 2 of them in the.
I mean, you are known for going back in time and looking just for that, so I could see why you've not seen it before.
Correct. Yeah.
But have you researched that as far as it being like a limited release or?
I haven't. The only research that I've done is I looked on a very large mobile retailer website, which I also won't name, the largest in the world, perhaps. And I looked to see if they had any of it, and they did, but it was insanely expensive.
Is it one that like foreign countries have? Maybe.
I have no clue.
Because you're always ordering your British drinks. I didn't know if you could order.
Yeah, but that's from a place that I will plug, Goodwood's British Market.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that tells me that the place you won't plug is controversial in some way.
It's the biggest website to buy things from. Yes.
Oh, okay. Now I follow now.
They have good labor practices, and yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it is.
But I also haven't looked up any information about the drink to know any details as to whether it's limited edition or not or whatever.
Yeah. But the fact that you found it for sale does say that it is real. It's not just someone's like homebrew creation at this one gas station.
Presumably, unless they listed it on that website.
That is a possibility.
So I can't answer definitively on that.
Okay. And
what do you got?
Last question on yours. On the retailer, the giant retailer that shall remain unnamed.
Yes.
Have you read any reviews that compare the flavor of creamy vanilla to electronics with the extra bass button?
No.
Okay.
I haven't read. No, and I haven't read any reviews for it at all in general.
So there could be one.
No.
Who knows?
It's honestly probably a decent chance that that's happened already. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we got a struggle. We did. Struggle open.
The microphone was in the way. I am drinking. I've consumed this company's beverages before, but never this flavor, I guess. This is a Liquid Death.
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Death.
Ooh, Dr.
And
what flavor is that one?
I don't know. There's no... I looked before I grabbed it at the gas station, and literally my hand was getting cold holding the damn door open, so I just was like, screw it, I'm taking it. Because I looked and looked and looked.
Yeah, you just grabbed one.
I was like, this is becoming painful. There's nothing on here that signifies any that I could see, like any fruit, any kind of artificial, candy flavor.
We're both drinking doctor beverages.
Well, that's the thing is that it made me wonder because this can was right next to their labeled clearly cola, Liquid Death cola. And I was like,
existed either.
Is this a like Dr. Pepper version of Liquid Death? So that's kind of why I grabbed it. It's a purplish can with their gold emblem. I'm going to take my first drink.
Nice
I have no idea what this is like. The smell. I will say the smell. The smell is Dr. Pepperish.
Will's face lit up in ways that I've rarely ever seen.
It was recognizable instantly.
This is good live tasting. There's a bit of confusion upon his face.
It smells better than it tastes.
Doesn't seem like a pleasant reaction. He's kind of wincing.
If it is Dr. Pepper, I think it's Dr. Pepper like, but really it is a watered down Mr. Pibb at best.
Ooh.
Or maybe even just a watered down Dr. Thunder.
Nice.
Like we're going that low. It's not Dr. Pepper by any means, but it smells just like Dr. Pepper. Like really convincingly like Dr. Pepper, which throws off the taste by it not tasting that close at all and it being very watered down version of whatever it is.
Well, Liquid Death, to be fair, is known for their water, so maybe they just add it to their carbonated beverages as well.
They just ran it through a Dr. Pepper filtration, like an old Dr. Pepper filter. Was it clogged with Dr.
I've only ever had their still water, the carbonated water, and I think like a couple of the teas. I've never had anything else. I didn't even know they had other stuff.
I've had the orange, which I think is called Squeezed to Death. And then I've had, I think it's like a lemon lime version or like a lemon.
Oh, I think I have had that one as well. Yeah,
it's okay.
I agree. I prefer, my favorite is distilled water and the
Yes,
carbonated plain water.
This isn't bad. I won't get this again, but it's not bad.
Well, that's good.
I just wish it didn't smell as good as it smells.
I'm glad it's. It turns out to be a better review than your face initially suggested.
It's it's a alternate Dr. Pepper reality episode today.
Yeah,
and also alternate host. Welcome to reverse episode number 2. I'm definitely ready. Are you ready?
I guess ready.
So, I do have 3 films, as you are tended to do.
Usually I have 3, yeah.
Typically you have 3, yeah. I don't know if you've seen any of these. I'll say that.
Interesting.
But there is one that I'm concerned about. So you are tasked with the same task I am given each episode, where I will read the synopsis as written.
You're the taskmaster.
I am the master of tasks. And however they are written, you will then have to take that information and recite it back to me, and then I will eventually tell you the titles. You'll have to guess them. Are you ready for your first movie?
I'm locked and loaded.
Locked and loaded. Any predictions?
And loaded. No.
Okay, that's fine.
Not this time.
This time. Here we go. I'm kind of nervous because I'm out of practice. It's been a year, at least. Okay, starting off this episode in the year 1930. You familiar with 1930?
I've heard of it.
Okay, well, that's good.
That's a good start.
Yes. The IMDb synopsis reads as follows. Lydia, a spoiled, selfish girl of wealth and position, meets Dan, a serious-minded district attorney, but their growing affection is disturbed by her thoughtlessness in speeding on the road and by a petty theft involving her maid.
Her thoughtlessness and speeding? Or thoughtlessness in
her
speeding?
Thoughtless. She was selfish, is what she was. She had no thought. She was thoughtlessness in speeding on the road, and by a petty theft.
And by the way, there was a petty theft that happened at some point. Interesting. So at first I thought I kind of had a slight idea, but then I definitely don't think so now.
What gave you that? Like, what was the initial? What part of the synopsis made you feel something?
The first few words, where it was like, "What, a confident woman?
Lydia, a spoiled and selfish girl of wealth and position."
Spoiled and selfish. So, yes. So from there, I was kind of leaning towards something, but then I think the thing I was thinking of isn't even from 1930. I think it's from 1932.
Well, that's close.
So, I know for a fact it's not that.
Okay.
So I don't think it doesn't sound familiar.
Doesn't sound familiar.
It doesn't feel familiar either. It only did briefly. So Lydia, a spoiled
and
selfish woman.
Girl. It says girl.
Oh, sorry. It's 1930.
As written. Yes, in 1930.
Girl.
Yes.
Go ahead and read the whole thing again, because she meets some guy and then they get along, and then there's
sort of.
speeding and a petty theft.
That's pretty close. Okay, so really you're just missing like the character descriptions themselves. Okay, here we go. Lydia, a spoiled, selfish girl of wealth and position, meets Dan, a serious-minded district attorney. Their growing affection is disturbed by her thoughtlessness in speeding on the road, and by a petty theft involving her maid. So I
like that he's like starting to lose interest because of how she drives.
Well, I mean, he's a serious-minded district attorney. How can he date a criminal?
It's like, what? Do you not even pay attention to the speed limits?
Yeah.
You're going 5 over.
And then she has a maid who's also a petty thief. Like, this dude's just...
Yeah, that's not cool.
She's just surrounded by bad, and he's a district attorney. Dan.
Yeah. If I was Dan, I would definitely be searching elsewhere
Dumping that
as well.
Lydia. Okay.
Yeah, that girl.
You ready for your next film?
Yeah, hit me with the next one.
Okay. The next film is also from 1930. And the IMDb synopsis reads as follows. When paroled trustee Steve and former inmate Judy, who try to put their criminal lives behind them, are blackmailed, two career criminals come to their rescue.
Oh, okay. So Steve and Judy, a couple of criminals,
former,
trying to put their criminal lives behind them.
Yep.
And that's overblown, or not the right word. That's
overblown. You guys shouldn't do that. You should calm down. Yeah. Be criminals.
Yeah, come on. You could steal every now and then.
Stop trying to be better.
Well, their plans to put their criminal lives behind them get overturned when they meet other criminals.
No, they are blackmailed. They're just blackmailed.
Okay.
And then two other criminals come to their rescue.
Oh, interesting. So they're trying to put their criminal lives behind them, but they're still surrounding themselves exclusively with criminals.
Yes.
Of varying
yes.
ethics.
Yeah. And it's two career criminals, so even more criminal than they apparently were.
Oh, and what does he do? He's a criminal.
Full time.
Yeah.
10 years in.
Job.
He's a professional.
Interesting. Yeah, that doesn't ring any bells either, I'll say. Whoa, what was that sound? Was that a bell ringing? Nope.
No,
nothing. I didn't hear anything. Nope. So yeah, I can tell you right now that I'm not going to remember the names of these people in any of these.
Yeah. I mean, they're fairly simple
names, So yeah, again, I feel like this plot is a little bit easier to remember. It's fewer descriptive nonsense words than the first one. So it's a couple of former criminals trying to move on from their criminal pasts, and then they are blackmailed by criminals.
Not necessarily. It just says that.
Does it say that?
It just says
they're
blackmailed. Yeah.
They're blackmailed by upstanding citizens, potentially.
It could be, yeah.
And then there are career criminals who come to the rescue.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Pretty much it.
It's a 1930 sweep so far. But
I think the key thing is to remember that it's Steve and Judy. Not necessarily the names, but the gender. It's a male and female,
man and
former inmates, both of them.
Yeah.
Okay. So far it's a 1930 sweep. Would you like to know the third film?
No.
Okay.
Let's just cut it off right here. Give me one title. See if I can plant it. Hit me with the third one.
All right. The final film of this reverse, what was that called again? Comes from the year 1930.
Okay.
And the IMDb synopsis reads as follows. Breck Coleman leads hundreds of settlers in covered wagons from the Mississippi River to their destiny out west.
Okay. Breck Coleman.
You don't get any more westwardly sounding than that.
I really love that. And it's a shame because, or it's interesting rather, the episode that I have ready to go next time we record, has a great name in one of the descriptions as well.
Next time we'll hear it.
There's a teaser for next week, everybody. Maybe. So Breck Coleman is leading like a stagecoach.
Hundreds of settlers in covered wagons.
Hundreds of settlers in covered wagons.
Is it a stagecoach?
To a place.
Is it covered wagon and a stagecoach? It's the same thing, right? Kind of?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I mean, it might not be. I don't know. I just picture the same thing.
I don't think so, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't think it is. Because I picture a covered wagon as being like... a
wagon that has a covering?
Yeah, a wagon with the cover on it.
And then a stagecoach is like one of those things that has like a door and like a guy on top?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm with you.
I mean, that is genuinely
I think
the
that's
difference that I picture. Yeah. Like the covered wagon is the one that has like the white tarp over it and it's being pulled by like a horse.
Yeah.
Or an ox.
There you go. Yeah.
Something.
A stagecoach, not ox. You want speed with a stagecoach. Horse exclusive.
That's right. That's why they sometimes have like a 4 or 6 horse coach.
There you go.
There you go, everybody.
I'm just agreeing because that's more than I know about stagecoaches.
Breck
Coleman.
Yeah. That's fucking great. So Breck Coleman is leading a bunch of
hundreds
of settlers in covered wagons on.
It just says from the Mississippi River to their destiny out west.
From Ole Miss to the new frontier.
There you go.
Out west. Okay. Oh gosh. Well, this is not going to go well. Let's see. So let me try to do a recapper.
Yes, I think you need it.
I think I do too.
Luckily, they're all from the same year.
This Dr. Pepper and cream soda, established 1885, is going straight to my head.
Oh no!
And I'm having trouble keeping up. So, our first film, if I recall the year,
try that.
This is 1930, right?
Yeah,
right.
It was 1930.
Okay, good. Oh,
and I will say that
right, so far,
I did put these in chronological order. No joke.
Yeah. Okay. So the first film is from earlier in the year 1930,
correct,
and it is about a spoiled, a spoiled and like rich girl.
Yep, wealthy. Yeah.
And she meets a district attorney. Was it?
Who's serious-minded.
Serious-minded. No BS.
That's
from
right.
him. You can't joke around with him.
He's not spoiled.
So she meets this dude, and they have like a growing affection, which essentially is kind of hits a snag with her poor driving. I know it's not worded that way, but it's like her reckless driving or something.
Thoughtlessness in speeding.
Yeah. And a petty theft
by her maid. Yeah.
By her maid. So it seems like the solution to that is that he should just be like, hey, you should fire your maid. She's stealing.
Yeah. And also learn how to drive.
And then she's like, oh. And then she fires her. And then, she's just like, oh, I guess I'll just pay attention to the speed limits and make sure I don't go over. It seems like pretty simple things to correct. I don't know if there's a whole movie worth of
Well, apparently there is.
Issues.
I like the part that like their growing affection is disturbed by the fact that she sped and then her maid stole something. He's so uptight in his position as district attorney, he cannot be involved with anyone who breaks any kind of laws.
And the affection being disturbed made me picture him just like silently brooding instead of confronting her about it.
Wringing his hands.
Yes.
Oh, Lydia, why'd you do that?
Yeah. He's like making mental notes and he's just like, oh, that's another strike.
Well, I guess like maybe, sorry to interrupt your recounting of these synopses, but maybe like there is an issue if he's the district attorney and he has to prosecute her, for speed, like that would be an issue, right? Like that would be
a bit of a snag.
Yeah. So I can.
And their growing affection. Yeah.
The maid thing, I don't know if that really is important. You just fire the person, I guess. But
yeah, that one definitely seems really easy to resolve. Just get a different maid.
Maybe that happens before the speeding. I don't know.
Yeah, possibly. So real quick, I'm guessing you have not seen any of these three, or have you seen any of them?
I have not.
Okay. The second film, which came from slightly later in 1930,
correct,
but not as late as the third film,
yes,
is a man and a woman with names, who are former criminals,
former inmates,
and they are, former inmates, not just criminals. They were in prison at one point, or at least jail, and they are trying to put their criminal pasts behind them. And they end up getting blackmailed.
Yes.
And they have to get rescued. Is that the word that's used? Or
yes.
It has to be resolved or rescued.
Rescues
by used. And this issue they have to be rescued by career criminals. 2
career criminals come to their rescue.
2 career.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really odd.
So like these former inmates, they're on parole, they're being released, and then someone tries to blackmail them. Why? I'm curious as to why. Like what's the value of blackmailing a parolee?
That's what I was wondering as well.
Right. And then also now 2 career criminals have to come to their rescue. I'm curious as to how that's even going to happen.
Why and also how? Because is the blackmail is like, I'm going to tell your boss that you were an inmate.
Yeah, shouldn't they know?
They already know.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
According to the terms of my parole, they already have been it's been made very clear.
Yeah.
Whenever I was going through the hiring process.
Because I'm with the same mindset in assuming that blackmail means something in their past, not something that they're doing right now.
Yeah.
So like if it was like these two parolees get out and like they smoke some dope and someone threatens to tell on them, is that blackmail still, or is that just like reporting a crime? Like,
yeah,
I don't really feel like that's blackmail, but maybe this is how the synopsis is worded, so that's what we're going to take it as. It's blackmail.
So that's pretty interesting. And then the third film from 1930, later on in the year, like chronologically speaking, this is about incredible badass Western hero Breck Coleman.
That's right. Yeah.
Who is leading hundreds of settlers.
That's right.
From the Mississippi on covered wagons out west.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy.
Sounds simple.
What a trio.
Just a guy leading people to their future.
Yeah, and whole movie made out of it. I mean, just cruising through the empty western United States. It doesn't elaborate on whether or not any kind of like situation arises. 1930,
just a thing that
1930 happened. Western. Maybe they get confronted by like those gosh darn natives that live on this land when it shouldn't be theirs. Or maybe there's like a horrific earthquake.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
In 1930 Western film.
Could you imagine like a period film that's like a disaster film like that? It'd be crazy to watch.
Yeah, I guess the closest would be like Pompeii or something.
Oh yeah, you're right. Been done. Never mind.
But just an earthquake, I haven't seen. It's been, there's a volcano one.
Yeah,
so
volcano trumps
the earthquake's been topped.
Yeah.
Like we can't do that.
I mean, just the fact that like,
but also
the Pompeii one.
I don't know what danger. I was going to say I don't know what danger these settlers would be in too much, aside from just like falling over.
It's true. There's like a building
because there's not like buildings or power lines or anything.
Like so the wagon train's moving and they don't feel it. That's the whole movie.
They're like they're sleeping in the wagon train and the horses get spooked and just take off. And so all of a sudden,
like towards like a cliff. Oh yeah.
So then it becomes like Speed on horses almost, where they have to try to figure out how to get off.
You can't let this horse go below 5, or the wagon blows up.
But it's approaching the cliff edge.
So then they have to take like the unfinished trail exit and ramp it over the gully.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's great. I doubt that's what this movie is. It sounds like it's probably just like a Western drama
with the name Breck
Maybe
Coleman?
there's some character stuff and people are arguing, and I'm sure there's tensions that raise for some reason, and there's probably a standoff at one point and the person gets shot. Possibly. And there's no blood, but they just do like a
so you have
and they like put their hand on their chest and fall over.
It sounds like
I've seen some things that might be kind of similar. Because I know that like I've seen Stagecoach and I've seen Red River, but I think both of those are from the 40s. I don't think I've seen any 30s ones, but I think I'm ready for titles.
Ready for title? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hit me.
The first title coming at you on this reverse episode is Up the River.
Up the River. Interesting. Obviously, this seems like one that should go with the Western frontier.
I'm sure there's rivers.
Although you didn't say that they're following a river, you just said that they left the Mississippi.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
They're going west, which they leave the Mississippi and they're going west, which to me doesn't imply going up the river. I imagine that as like going up north as opposed to going west.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So could this be the first film, and Up the River is like some 1930s euphemism for like getting into a tiff with your dame?
Getting into a tiff.
Yeah. So this is where my mind's going.
Lydia and Dan are fighting again. They're up the river.
Yeah, those two have been up the river for the last 2 weeks.
I mean, I don't think you're wrong. I can't say you're right, but I don't think you're wrong.
Yeah, that might be my new thing. If that's assuming that's not a thing that exists already.
Yeah, me and the wife. She's got me sleeping on the couch. We're up the river.
That's really good. No, I don't know. I don't think I have enough to go on. I'm thinking this is one that right now. I'm thinking this is one that seems like it should go with the Western film.
Brett Coleman,
and it feels like one that you may have picked because it feels like it might go with the Western film.
Oh, Double Blind, Double Bluff.
So for right now, I'm thinking a Double Blind, Double Bluff, but I don't know enough yet to say for sure. So hit me with the second title.
The second title is Manslaughter.
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 That's interesting. So we definitely have some criminals.
Oh,
in the second film.
Okay.
The one that came out second in 1930, but not. Mm-hmm. It came out before the third one, though.
Technically, yeah.
And so the immediate thought with that is that manslaughter is involved in this blackmail scheme.
Oh.
Maybe.
Ooh.
Maybe they're trying to put their criminal past behind them,
but they can't.
And they run a guy over.
Oh shit!
Accidentally. And there's one witness to it, and this witness is like trying to extort them. Oh. I guess they have money too.
Okay, sure.
And that's the blackmail scheme. Because I don't know how. I'm trying to think of how manslaughter fits in with the first film, unless this little disturbed by her speeding and her maid stealing things, which has nothing to do with her.
It says petty theft.
Yeah, petty theft. Yeah, but this has nothing to do with the girl.
Oh, okay.
Her maid. So I don't know why this would put a damper on the relationship at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what if the maid gets run over by her reckless speeding
for stealing,
and
she stole something.
Manslaughter.
She's like, "Fuck you."
Yeah. And that's the manslaughter, and so he does have to take her to court for manslaughter as the attorney.
That would seemingly put a growing affection into disturbed territory.
It would disturb your affection. Yeah. Being that you're in the passenger seat when she ran
he's
over
in the car with her.
This thieving maid. The maid is like they get back sooner than they were supposed to, and so the maid was like supposed to. The maid is like not supposed to be there yet. She's there to steal, and they show up while she's leaving.
Caught in the act,
and run her over because she's speeding. I don't know. Basically, I'm kind of preemptively voiding out the third film.
So you don't think it's a Brett Coleman killing spree accidentally?
No. Like via stagecoach,
when it's run over by a
stampede.
Stagecoach. Hey, that could be a thing.
There's an earthquake and the guy falls over and the stagecoach is just run over him.
Well, I think for it to be manslaughter, there'd be someone. So I think there has to be like somebody has to like slap the horse's ass on purpose, and that causes the wagon to take off like unexpectedly, and the guy gets ran over. I think that would be manslaughter. Yeah, as opposed to like quote unquote act from God, where it's like an earthquake that spooks the horses. God is charged with manslaughter in this Brett Coleman feature.
God court.
God court. You're out of order.
I don't know. Let's
am the order.
Not anymore. You're not. Take him away. All right. Give me the third one.
Okay. The third title is The Big Trail.
That's my response to that.
Okay. So I thought maybe there was confidence sneaking in.
So this seems also like it could potentially go with the third title. So
you're pulling an old Will where everything is the one movie
where it's like, and then maybe I'll turn back and I'll be like, but manslaughter, actually, maybe it could be the third movie, exactly, and I'll talk myself into it.
Could it be? Yes. Here's how.
So, The Big Trail definitely sounds the most to me like it should go with the third one.
Right.
Manslaughter I think right now feels the most like it should go with the second one. And I think, what was the other one?
Up the River.
Up the River, fuck. Yeah, okay. Yes, euphemism, 1930.
Now,
having a tiff with your dame.
I will say that you did point out that maybe I double bluffed you, that I picked Up the River because it sounded close to this Brett Coleman idea. I mean, maybe I did that with The Big Trail too.
It is possible, but I think I'm gonna lock. I might be approaching lock-in territory.
Should I give you one choice or one submission, since I get one submission now?
Yeah, okay. I think it just keep it the same.
Okay. One shot. That's all you get.
Do not miss your chance to whatever the words
take
are.
A hit or whatever. Yeah.
We're big Eminem fans on this podcast.
Mom spaghetti.
Yeah. Vomit on her sweater already. Something like that. Right? Okay. So let's see here. We got Up the River.
Up the River.
We got The Big Trail.
The Big Trail.
We got Manslaughter.
Coming this fall.
So yeah, I'm kind of... Manslaughter is like the weird outlier.
It is a little bit, huh?
And
you also haven't... Sorry to interrupt, but you also haven't done what I usually do, which is try to connect these.
No, I haven't. I'm not going to.
Okay, good. I don't think you should.
The connection is 1930.
Sort of.
So, okay. Because I just don't know how The Big Trail would go with the other two. It just seems perfectly like it goes with the third one, which makes me feel like, but is that too obvious?
Yeah. I mean, if this was me playing the game and talking myself into a logic hole, you could say that like the two parolees trying to put their criminal lives behind them, that might be a trail.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that.
I would, though, and that's where I would be in your position.
Well, I'm not going to take any advice from the guy with who knows which is what.
Well, it also does say that Lydia's thoughtlessness in speeding on the road. It says specifically on speeding on the road. Maybe that's the big trail.
Yeah, but that's not a trail. That's not a trail.
Maybe in 1930s it was.
It wasn't.
it just absolutely wasn't. We had roads then.
No, it absolutely was not. But I do think that they get into a little tiff, I think that
a little up the river.
And I think that this attorney says he says something about up the river at some point, or maybe I think that maybe something comes up in which he does have to prosecute her or something, and the saying is sold down river, but maybe he's gonna take her up the river.
I'm gonna take you up the river. Oh, Dan.
No, it's bad.
But you made it sound so good.
So I'm gonna put because I really want it to be a slogan.
I use that same logic all the time.
Up the river to be with the first film from 1930. Up the river.
Okay.
The second film I'm going to call Manslaughter, and I'm going to call it that because I'm just going to assume that these people are trying to get their act together, and that there is a manslaughter.
Okay.
And the witness is who is blackmailing them.
Okay.
And then these career criminals are going to take care of them.
They're going to kill that guy, then solve it.
The witness.
Going to kill the guy on purpose. It goes from manslaughter to murder.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and just call the second film Manslaughter.
Okay.
And then
I like that logic
that leaves
a lot.
The third film, The Big Trail. It seems too easy, but okay. I'm going with it.
You're confident.
Because there are plenty of times that I pick one that seems really obvious and you go with it, and then sometimes it pans out.
Sometimes it does.
So I'm going to go with The Big Trail for that one.
Okay.
Because also I don't see how manslaughter would fit in with the other two. But so that's also a situation where the second one, Manslaughter, seems, because I talked myself into it, it seems
I love watching me.
It seems too much like
this is what you get to see.
It fits with it more than it would fit with the other two. I don't see it fitting with the third one at all.
Okay.
And I don't exactly see how it would connect to the first one.
So essentially you're saying these are all on the nose.
Speeding runs a person over. Not really, because I don't think I don't think Up the River is necessarily on the nose, except for in my made-up scenario where it was a saying that time is forgotten.
We should bring that back.
But okay, so first movie, Up the River. Mm-hmm. Second movie, Manslaughter. Okay. Third movie, The Big Trail.
Locking it in.
Locked it.
Lock it in.
Locked in.
All right. Let's learn about these movies. Released.
I'm excited for my 0 out of 3.
Okay. Released on July 23rd, 1930, written and directed by George Abbott, who also wrote All Quiet on the Western Front from 1930. And he also directed 1958's Damn Yankees. This movie stars Claudette Colbert, or Colbert, I think is how you pronounce it, from It Happened One Night, and Friedrich March, Friedrich March, who played Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in 1931's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. A little fun fact about this movie is a nitrate print of this film survives in the UCLA Film Archive. There actually wasn't much about this movie, other than it is a remake of the 1922 silent version, directed by Cecil B. DeMille of the same title, and with a runtime of 1 hour and 25 minutes, with an IMDb rating of 6.5 from 298 users. This movie is Manslaughter, not Up the River. I'm sorry. I like the saying.
It should be Up the River. It absolutely should be. They're wrong.
They're wrong. Retitle it.
Yes. I think at 100, if a movie becomes 100 years old, it should be able to be retitled.
That's the law now. I'm going to retitle everything.
So in 4 more years, we'll be able to retitle that film.
Hey, have you seen Manslaughter? No, you mean Up the River?
Get with it. It's Up the River now.
It's Up the River now. It's 2031. It's Up the River. Okay, your next film. So that's so far your big old 0.
Not looking good. Yeah.
Released on October 12th of 1930, this film was directed by a John Ford. You may have heard of him. Mm-hmm. And is the feature film debut of both Spencer Tracy and Humphrey Bogart. This is the only movie in which both of those stars co-star together, having never appeared in any other movie together, even though they are good friends. Bogart's second feature film, by the way, would be released exactly 6 days later. It's kind of cool. He had like 2 come out. His essentially first 2 was back to back. This is the final film role for veteran actress Edith Chapman. This film would be remade 8 years later under the same title as a screwball musical comedy, coming in at 1 hour and 32 minutes with an IMDb rating of 5.9. I forgot how many users said that. Sorry. This film is available on Prime Video, and one would search for Up the River.
Yeah.
So there you go. Up the River.
Yeah.
That leaves us with...
I didn't get 0, at least.
There you go. You feel good about yourself. That leaves us with The Big Trail, which was...
Well, I don't feel great.
Well, I mean, that's something, right? Which was released on November 1st of 1930. This is directed by...
Oscar season.
Yes, it was, right? Raoul Walsh, who played John Wilkes Booth in D.W. Griffith's The Birth of a Nation.
Ooh.
Yeah, right? Timely. It also features a one Marion Robert Morris, or better known as John Wayne in his first starring role.
Oh, right.
Breck Coleman, right? This movie is an early example of a film produced in the widescreen format. And in fact, I found this pretty crazy. 6 different versions of this film were shot simultaneously. So here we go. One was the 70 millimeter version that was shot in the grandeur process for the ultra wide format. A second version was the standard 35 millimeter version which was shot for general release. A third, shot at the same time, was the 35mm French language version. Fourth was a 35mm Spanish language version. Fifth was a 35mm German language version. And
I like imagining John Wayne delivering all of the lines.
Well, hold on. It gets even better.
Je m'appelle Brett Colbin.
And the sixth was the Italian language version, shot also in 35mm. The 4 alternate language versions were all shot with a mostly different cast. So they would do the scene with the American cast with the 75 or with the 70 and 35mm cameras, and then they would do it again with the camera for Spanish.
These people were just like standing off watching, and then they were like, all right, your guys are up.
They would just do 4 different run-throughs, I guess, each with different actors for the different languages. That was pretty insane to think about. I mean, the amount of money that cost just to do that.
And we were impressed by Ty West shooting X and Pearl simultaneously.
Yeah.
What a hack.
Right, yeah. I mean, I guess this was... I mean, they probably did it because they didn't have a way to, like, do alternate languages easily. I don't know why you would go through that expense of doing separate film...
As opposed to just having, like, a dub?
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. Yeah, like, wow, that's crazy to think that. Wild.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, this is, like I said, John Wayne's first film, first starring role, and he was cast after the director saw him unloading a studio prop department truck. John Wayne was working for it was Marion at the time, was working for the studio props department, and he was just unloading some furniture, and the director was like, that guy, I want him. He's brick.
I don't know nothing Coleman. About acting.
Yeah. Where do you want this chair? This is pretty crazy that 7 people died while filming this Western. And
it's always good to come across stuff like that.
Yeah, and John Wayne himself lost 20 pounds at the start of the film by contracting dysentery.
I've never been in better shape.
I've never shit myself so much. So it was literally like the Oregon Trail movie, essentially. In fact, I think I did read that the original title for The Big Trail was going to be Oregon Trail. I can't remember why they decided against that. But so if you've ever played the game Oregon Trail, this is basically based off of that movie. And I guess also the real life thing. But who cares? So coming in at 2 hours and 5 minutes with an IMDb rating of 7.2 from 5,059 users. This film is available on Tubi and Prime Video. And as I said, it's The Big Trail. I didn't look up if these were available in physical rental from our favorite store in Seattle that I'm blanking on the name right now. .org.
Scarecrowvideo.org.
Thank you. It's because I only remember the .org part. And I also didn't really look up if these films are available like on YouTube or whatever. But you mentioned that you thought the common link between them all was the 1930, which it is, clearly.
Yes, and I was correct.
You were correct, so you get a point for that. But can you name another thing that they may all have in common this year?
They are all officially 96 years old.
Correct. Congratulations. I just wanted to test that math. But that means in the United States that these are...
Oh, the copyright is up?
They're all public domain films now.
Public domain, yeah.
Including All Quiet on the Western Front. That's also a public domain film. So these are all public domain films, along with many others that I scoured up.
And the copyright has been maintained this whole time for all 3 of them as well?
Yes.
Interesting.
Oh, well, I'll say as far as I know. All I know is that as of now, it is officially public domain. I don't know if it was public domain before that. But they all have been they all have been listed as of this year of being public domain.
Now let me ask you, so does that go by release?
Yes.
Or okay, so like that one will be like this November it will officially be public domain.
I don't know if it's I don't know if it is released by day and date or if it's just year. I don't know. As far as I know,
because I was assuming that the copyright is probably in place like prior to the release.
So it depends on what you're copywriting. If you're copywriting the script, possibly, but it's always the finished version.
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah.
Or the because obviously you wouldn't want to copyright an unfinished version because it's not finished. But as far as I know, it's the finished version. So it's the version that everyone gets to see. That's the copyrighted version. And it also varies for what type of media you're talking about. Like for music, it is 100 years, not 96 years. So songs that came out in 1925 are now officially on the public domain, since it's been 100 years plus. So yeah, I thought that was pretty fascinating that we're starting to get into this time where like some classic movies by some classic directors starring some classic actors are getting, public domain. So as far as being able to find them should be getting easier, instead of being behind, a copyright wall or paywall or whatever. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Remind me, do we do Tag Me next? Do we have tags?
Hey, as the host.
Let's do Tag Me next. Screw it. I'm going crazy. Tag me. Tag me. I think. Okay. Starting off with Manslaughter, we have these are the plot tags,
AKA Up the River.
Yeah. Well, in 4 years it will be. Don't get ahead of yourself. For Manslaughter, we have prison, revenge.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Bribing a cop killed in a car crash.
Sounds like manslaughter. Too bad she's speeding so much.
Women's prison.
Ooh.
And finally,
is this?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, is this the original Women in Prison movie?
It is. In fact, it is.
There we
go. They remade this from the movie Manslaughter, and we're like, that's a horrible title. Let's call it something else. Final tag, balls. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, it was just balls. I don't know what that means in context of the movie, but it was just tagged.
Cop gets hit and his balls broke. And that's...
You slaughtered this man.
Manslaughter.
Oh, God. My man's
killed so many children.
Man's laughter. So yeah.
Yeah, weird.
I think all of those kind of fit, except for the... I don't know what... Like I said, I don't know what the balls meant. I don't know if it means like... having like the gravitas, like like she's got the balls or he's got the balls, or if it's like a actual object that's round and spherical. I don't know.
Yeah, because I definitely 1930 don't assume they're talking about like testicles.
Got the balls and that. Yeah.
So no, yeah, that's interesting. I like to imagine that synopsis is just like the first half of the movie, and then it turns into a 70s women in prison film.
Oh shit!
Where it's like an exploitation.
Whoa, in the 30s?
And then
wow.
Yeah, and then so there's like these chicks with the midriff showing, and they have like women gangs in the prison, and they're like, so you're the new girl, huh?
Big perms.
Yeah, that's what I want. It's 1930.
Just that scene from Grease. That's all it is.
Yeah, I'd watch that one.
I think pre-code was also one of the tags for one of these three films. I mean, they all technically would be pre-code, but it could be in there. It could be.
Yeah.
Okay, for Up the River, we have riding a freight train, knife throwing act, escape from jail, female impersonation, blackface.
There's a man and a woman, and the plan is that he's going to pretend he's a woman to confuse somebody.
Or maybe that's the blackmail.
He puts on a... I like imagining my version. Instead of just having her do it, he puts on a wig and pretends he's a woman.
Or maybe that's what the two career criminals do to fool.
Yeah,
like they go in disguise and one of them goes impersonating a female. And then the last tag is sock on the jaw.
Oh,
like a
I
punch.
thought it was going to be like
a slight sock on the jaw. Sock your jaw.
At first, I thought you were going to say sock on the doorknob, and I thought it was going to be like a don't open the door situation.
Female impersonation in here.
Yeah.
Getting dressed.
It's like that. There's like a South Park where the like head police officer goes undercover. Have you seen that?
I don't think so.
He like goes undercover as a prostitute, and so it's like he has this like wig on and a dress, but he still has his mustache and he's like his hairy legs and stuff like that. And he gets picked up by dudes, and he has sex with them and everything. And then after he has sex with them, he's like, "All right, buddy, freeze!" Like he does everything with them first.
Yeah. Okay. To close this tag section off for the big trail, We have covered wagon.
Okay.
Prairie dog hole.
Ooh, that's a euphemism for sure.
Yeah, prairie dog. Western frontier, pretty obvious. Bullwhacker, all one word.
Euphemism.
Bullwhacker. And 1840s as the last one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There were plenty of other tags on the big trail that were even more ethically questionable than blackface from up the river.
Oh, yeah. I can believe that.
Yeah. You used the word native earlier, and that was very, very good of you. I'll say from what I read. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think bullwhacker is a chronic masturbator. I think that's the euphemism as
really?
well.
I buy it. I'm buying it. In an 1840s chronic masturbator, he's a bullwhacker.
Where's Johnny? You know, I caught him whacking his bull earlier.
You don't want old Brett Coleman catching you beating your bullwhack.
And then he's like, "Oh, shut your prairie dog hole."
I ain't ever seen someone tug it so much.
That's why they call him Bullwhacker Bobby.
Bullwhacker Bobby. All right, quote time.
You have a quote?
I
quote
do.
Time?
Quote time. All right.
I still haven't heard your drop because I haven't listened to any of
right.
it.
It's been out there. The drop is there.
Yeah.
And
I hope everybody enjoys it.
We keep talking over it. In fact, it was in the episode that off here we talked about recently. That just came out as of the time of this recording.
Yeah. Good episode.
Yeah. Okay. Clearly you didn't listen to it. Anyway.
I listened to the part that mattered.
Oh, okay. All right. So this is where Thomas usually reads a quote from IMDb from one of these films, and it is usually in a character of my choosing. But for this episode, we've reversed the roles, so I will read a quote from one of these films in the character of Thomas. Thomas's choosing.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's one line?
It is one line from one individual.
Okay. So I feel like the easy bait to go for is that you do a John Wayne, but I feel like we've gotten some John Wayne at this point already. So I'm going to throw a curveball at you and our audience, who was all geared up to be like, I can't wait to hear Will deliver this John Wayne line.
Do it as Marion.
I'm going to...
Marion Morris.
I'm going to have you deliver this line as a woman who is speeding really dangerously. Meanwhile, in the passenger seat is your serious attorney fella that you got a lot of interest in, and there's a blossoming relationship between you two. But as you're speeding and you're having a little chat, you notice he gets quiet. And he's like brooding over there in the passenger seat.
How long do you think this line is? That's my question.
Very short. Okay. Probably. And so you've been trying to talk to him and he's not really answering you. You're going 18 over the speed limit 18. And then you give this line. Go ahead. Okay, so let me just, for my sake, try to remember. So you want me to be, I am a female who is speeding, and next to me is my brooding boyfriend. Who you're brooding partner, guy you're interested
I'm interested in, who I eventually notice is not responding.
Yes.
And what was the last part?
No, that was pretty much it. So you've been trying to talk to him, but he's not responding, and then line.
Oh, so this line comes after all of that, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I want to imagine this, whatever this is the next line.
Okay, here we go. Such good-looking girls, all of them. Not a homely one among them. Years ago, when I started doing werewolf work, it was quite the reverse. So that's as good as you're going to get.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great.
Okay, thanks. I believe you.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just a little change of subject since he's not responding. Be like, there's some ladies there.
Yeah. I tried to get your attention. You weren't listening.
So
I'll point out the good-looking girls.
That's all girls should do.
Yeah.
So I definitely don't think it's the Stagecoach one. I think must be one of the other two.
What makes you feel like it's not the stagecoach?
It's just a
they're
hunch.
Driving the stagecoach around like, look at all those good-looking girls out there.
Just a hunch. There's a lot of good-looking girls out there.
There's a lot of, all of them, not a homely one among them. Years ago, when I started doing welfare work, it was quite the reverse.
We get the John Wayne delivery also.
Yeah.
It's a bonus. No, so it's obviously one of the other two. I'm gonna guess it is from. I'm gonna guess it is from. Manslaughter.
And why? Because I mean, it's basically 50-50 since you eliminated the big trail. Why do you feel that?
Because I'm gonna guess whoever's delivering this line is talking about the imprisoned women.
Oh, okay. All right. So this is delivered by a Miss Jordan. So it was a female from the movie Up the River.
Up the River. Yeah.
I don't know the context of this other than what it says. Why there was nothing else in that quote. It literally was out of context. So apparently there's a Miss Jordan who's pointing out some lovely looking women and saying how whenever she was doing welfare work, they weren't so lovely looking, at least. So,
still could be at the jail from which they escaped or something. I don't know.
Could be, yeah, yeah.
Well,
that's all I have.
Interesting.
So I've not seen any of these.
Yeah,
I don't think you have either.
Yeah, I definitely haven't. I've definitely been at least at some point aware of the third movie being John Wayne's first movie. Like being aware of its existence.
Yeah.
So we got to have John Wayne.
Oh, I agree.
In this mix.
I'm kind of caught on the whole Western period piece disaster film.
Yeah.
I do kind of like that.
So yeah, we're gonna throw everything at the wall in this thing.
Unlike any other episode before.
In this film, along this journey, they're going to have attack from the natives.
Okay, yeah.
We're going to have an earthquake.
Sure.
There's going to be a tornado.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I mean, they're out there, on the plains, I'm sure.
Yeah. There's going to be the river floods.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be...
Well, I mean, technically, I think this journey did take several months, if not years, to do.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was a weekend. Yeah, so that you could have all these things happen. Yeah.
They get stuck in the mountains somewhere and fucking like 4 of them get eaten.
A blizzard.
Yeah.
Whiteout conditions. It's also the Donner story, even though that happened later on.
Yeah, this movie is like 2012, except the Western
just
version.
The wagon train.
Where just every single disaster that can happen happens. And by the time they get to their destination, there's only like 4 people
left.
Asking.
Yeah, because it says we start out, we lead hundreds on this journey, and there's only 4 left at the end. Yeah.
And you think John Wayne is going to be one of those 4 that's left, because I was going to say the same thing. Because
just out there alone.
You're expecting it. You're like, this is like the biggest movie star. Obviously not yet, but if we're looking at it retrospectively.
I think he looks the part, though. Right? Like he looks like the manly man.
Yeah. He's like fucking 6'5" or whatever he is, and
fucking
he's carrying his fucking rifle still
the whole time.
Yeah, he's take a look what I got here.
It's pointing west. It's 7 o'clock.
Get your prairie dog hole ready.
Get your prairie dog hole ready. I'm gonna come bullwhacking.
Take out the word bullwhacking. I dare ya. So yeah, he absolutely dies almost instantly.
Yeah. No, I
like as soon as the journey starts, he makes it like 4 hours.
I think opening sequence is like, they're getting the wagons ready and they're loading up, and then they're setting off, and everyone's like waving, goodbye at the town, or the little village or trading post that they first got everything together, and then like as soon as they like round the mountain bend or across the river bend or whatever, this dude just dies. But the question is how. So in a joyous like celebration of like we're heading out so long, he like fires a shot with his rifle. Yeah. Oh, okay.
And as they around the bend, the bullet comes back down.
Timing is just right.
Yeah.
So from the perspective of everyone else in the wagon train, he just falls over.
Yeah, yeah. And then like Dr. Morris is on the journey as well,
Okay.
and he goes out and he puts his little monocle on, and he spots the bullet wound.
Well,
and he's like, well, I'll be.
yeah, it's the same musket ball that he fired himself.
And there's like suspicious Todd is back there, and he gets out of one of his wagons. He's like, "Oh God, this is a bad omen. This journey is cursed," or whatever. And everybody's like, "Shut up."
His wife Sarah's like, "The prophecy foretold this. I knew this was going to happen."
Everybody kills them too because they're
okay.
annoying.
All right, before we get carried away, how far away are we from the set off, and why didn't we just go back?
If you turn around, you can still see the town.
And then there's a guy in the back who goes, "Is everybody okay out there? Why'd you all stop?"
Yeah. This is like a Zucker Brothers film. It's not. After Airplane, they made Stagecoach.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh well, that's the John Ford movie, Stagecoach. So this has to be Covered Wagon.
Yes, that's the difference. That's the difference. Yeah, I love that, and I love it. Like anytime you see a stagecoach like traveling down the trail from the outside view, you just hear like the motor from like a Ford Model T putting along. Yeah. I do absolutely love the idea of a Abrams Zucker and a Abrams Western film, or Zucker Abrams Zucker, whatever it was. I love that idea.
And I love also we have a body count of 3, and you just hear somebody be like, "Is everything okay over there?" And they turn, you can still see like everybody clearly. They've just left like 20 minutes ago.
It's hundreds of people and like dozens of wagons. The wagon at the back of the trail or train, I guess, is like hundreds, like maybe 100 feet away from like the town. Like it's just right there.
Yeah. And yeah, so
the guy in front's like "We don't know how to turn around. The horses are pointed in this direction." "All right, then go ahead, be safe."
and then somebody like figures out that they can like pull the reins this way, and the horse turns around, and they go, "Oh," and then it dissolves, and then they're like on their.
No, I think that realization should be at the very end.
Like the horses are walking backwards this whole time.
No, forward. They're going forward, and they can't steer because they don't know how to drive these wagons.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Well, I like them just making, instead of correcting it, they just make the horses walk backwards, but they sit backwards on the horse.
just beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
Come on back.
So
Come
there's
on.
like.
You're good.
And so it has like the covered wagons like moving backwards. So it's just like clearly reversed film.
Yeah,
footage.
yeah. Okay. So you're saying they go back to the little village or trading post or whatever?
No, they're continuing forward on their journey, but they're just doing it riding backwards because they can't figure out how to turn the horses around to face forward.
But why would the horses be backwards in the first place? They were already traveling forward.
Not anymore.
The horses got spooked by the guy dying up front, and they all flipped.
Yeah, he gets hit by a bullet, and the horses all turn around.
I do like the idea though of like
what the fuck?
Of like going back to the village or like little trading post thing, and I do like that scene, the visual of them all backing up the whole train. But then, like on their way back to the village, like maybe there's like one guy at the trading post, and maybe he gets attacked or something happens to him.
Or on their way back to the village, that's when the earthquake strikes. And it creates a chasm between
the
them
fault line is
and
like,
where they... And so now they have to find their way around it to get back.
And in the process of finding their way around the chasm, and then also the mountain and the river and the Native American tribe and the blizzard and the tornado, they somehow actually end up making their way west. Like just out of accident. Like they think they're turning left to like a big U-turn, but they're actually just traveling west.
There's like a one family that doesn't join them. Like they all decide to go in this direction to go around the chasm, and this one family decides that they're the only outsiders. They decide to go the opposite direction.
I'm sorry, I thought you said they were going to ramp it.
No.
Seeing them like getting enough room to get speed built up, taking off, just whipping the horse. The horse is neighing profusely in pain. Galloping full steam, they hit this makeshift ramp and just barely 2 feet off the ground and then crash and fall into the hole.
It has a Dukes of Hazzard slow motion.
but then
the horse's legs are still.
But then the camera cuts out super wide and you see that they're only inches off the ground. Yeah,
and then a super close up of the horse is just slamming into the other side of the wall or of the cliff. No, I was going to say that this family goes the opposite direction of everyone else, and they are almost instantly back into town. It's just, they just have to go around a short little spot. But meanwhile, everybody else goes this way, and they encounter every possible disaster.
When does that reveal happen, though? I feel like you have to reveal that later on in the film.
Yeah. Yeah, the surviving 2 people get to the town, and this family is already there, and they're like, how did you get here? And then it cuts back to that moment where they go the opposite direction, and they just go a minute the other way, and they're just already there.
I almost see too that you get to the very end of the film, so you're 2 hours in, the remaining 4 people have arrived 9 months later in this trading post, and they're like, where is this? And the people are like, well, this is Oregon, this is the West, and they're like, holy cow, we did it. I wonder what happened to the Smiths. And then it fades and goes 9 months ago. And it's that moment where everyone splits off. It follows the Smiths this time.
Yes.
And it just shows them literally crossing the chasm and then going around being well, we're back home.
Yeah.
That was it.
And the song Well, I Wonder by the Smiths
there you go.
Plays.
Perfect.
And then the credits.
That's it. That's the I also love the idea of, should the soundtrack fit the period, or should the soundtrack be all modern music? I really like the idea of it being modern music.
Yeah, that could work. Django Unchained.
Oh yeah,
it works with that. Yeah. There's rap.
But I think the part about Airplane, if we're going to stick to the mindset of Airplane, is that they played it straight. It was, it was full of gaffes and goofs, but they played it as though it was a real drama with the tension building music and, the edits and all that stuff. So I think we have to stick with that. I think we have to go, traditional until the credits. So I like the Smiths nod. That's fun. Okay, so
well, I wonder what happened to the Smiths, and then I wonder by the Smiths Plays as the Smiths get just immediately back into town.
We're back. Okay, so. What? So, I clearly coming into the final village in Oregon is going to be pretty climactic, but I think there has to be a scene before that, maybe in the second act or whatever, where something incredibly intense happens that would break anyone's spirit to go forward, and even a survival thing takes place, and and then after that moment, it's all blue skies and smooth sailing for the next half day. But what is that? What we've had an earthquake that caused this huge chasm to open up. We've had a guy shoot himself over the course of 400 yards. So what is the thing? What is the big thing? And how many people does it wipe out all at once? Does it go from several dozen to 4? And 2 horses?
Yeah, it's a tornado. It's a tornado.
That's pretty massive. Yeah,
the finale. And then I also want to put in this from actual history. I want to have a character also that forgot their catheter. And
that's from actual history?
Now there's a dude that physically cannot urinate.
He's going to die pretty early on then.
This is a true story. There was this trip. I can't remember what the name of it was now, but there was a dude who was a part of this journey, and he didn't get his catheter that he needed to urinate with. and
that's horrible.
He like was in a lot of pain, and this was over. You say pretty quickly. This dude was out for like 6 weeks. It was like 6 weeks.
Did not pee for 6 weeks.
Did not pee once.
So was it like a ruptured bladder that got him? Has to be, right?
It was essentially just like
or sepsis.
Well, they eventually got to a point where he was just like physically can't move, and they just had to like leave him.
Okay. And so then he just
died. It's unsure how he actually died, but he was like, his body was essentially beginning to rot from like the inside out.
Gosh.
Like, they said, like the people that were there said that he was like stinking really bad, and he was getting like gangrene and stuff. Like his body was just like,
he was just septic on the inside. Yeah.
Yes. So less depressing, but I think we should have a character like that.
I think we should have a character like that, but I think he doesn't die in that way. I think that he has a bladder that's full, and he hasn't pissed in like several weeks. He's on the doorstep of like no return. They come across a Native American tribe. There is a bow and arrow style fight. He gets hit with a spear or something, and it pops his blood, like it puts a hole in him, and it just like he just pisses out his like side or whatever, and he's like, oh yes, finally. He gets like so much relief.
It floods out the tribe. Yes.
And he's like, oh,
it washes away all the
he drowns in his own piss.
Yeah.
He falls forward from just being like relieved. Yeah. No, I was going to say that like he has that moment happen, relief, and then he gets shot again with another spear or whatever, or arrow.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the idea of just like high pressure hose coming out the side of his body and just being like, oh God, finally. Oh,
and so there's like a shot of the Native Americans, like people getting blasted with like fire hoses. And they're like tumbling away.
Oh, Pissman. Oh,
yeah.
The story of Pissman.
Pissman origins.
Myth and legend. Yeah. It's passed from tribe to tribe about the horrific white man who came and geysered out of his side. And
see? And then as we do every week, we can set up like a franchise, because then part 2 can be from like the Native American child who escaped.
And told the story.
That legend on. Yeah.
The Legend of Pissman. Everyone's around the fire, drums going, and the stars are out, and there's some kind of medicinal herb being smoked, and this young man who was once a child comes up and is the story of Pissman.
They look up at the sky and they see that like bumper.
There's a shooting star, and the shooting star is the piss.
Yes.
The comet.
It's like the bumper car sticker of like the kid like urinating on something, and like the constellation with the stars. Yeah,
I like it.
That's what I want for the
Legend of Piss. So that was all just to get Legend of Pissman.
Pissman origins.
Does he become a real thing that like haunts people, or is it just a story? Like what? How does that develop other than just a story? Because I imagine that, like, as the story gets telephoned from tribe to tribe, generation to generation, it becomes more and more grandiose, and exaggerated.
There is a tribes member, or a member of the tribe, who takes this power into his own hands, and so he like makes the effort to like hold his piss in for like 3 weeks.
That's what it is,
and then he's like in so much pain, and whenever they're in danger, he has like one of the other ones take a thing and whack him in the stomach, and it just
God, it just sounds painful. The one guy with like the club like looks him in the eyes like, "Are you ready?" "Yes, I've trained for this. I'm ready. I'm ready to become Pissman."
He just like faces forward and slowly closes his eyes, and he like
slow motion club comes down, makes contact with his distended stomach, and just make the ripples of flesh as we get the extreme close up, and then the enemy on the horizon sees this jet of water coming their way. Oh my god.
He's the tribe's designated security. And so there's like...
Wait, he does this more than one? He survives this?
A person from each tribe who's designated as the security person.
You're
and so it rotates. So because you have to build back up, so there has to be another person on standby. So if this person gets released, then there's another person ready to go.
So the person who's tanked up.
Yeah.
Locked and loaded.
And so anytime that there's a threat to the tribe, they can just whack this dude and he'll fucking power blast the enemy away. And they use it to catch bison and all kinds of shit.
The Great Flood in the plains.
That's how all the bison fall off the cliff. They just fucking urine blast them off.
The Legend of Pissman.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're in for it.
We taught some people history.
I mean, I didn't know the catheter thing. That's pretty grotesque.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Crazy.
Yes, there's a dollop about it. Yeah.
Well, so is Pissman. Pissman is also now canon.
That's right.
That's true.
Tribes.
It's legend.
Native American tribes had a designated security Pissman.
who rotated out with other Pissman. It was a seniority thing. You had to earn it.
That's what the history books don't teach you. Yeah, that's right.
Oh gosh. All right. Well, what was that called again? Buck Coleman and Pissman reunite in the next series.
My favorite thing with this show is just how 1 hour and 24 minutes ago, Pissman was not a thing that existed to anyone anywhere.
And honestly, it shouldn't exist after this either.
Now there's Native American tribes with Pissman. Oh,
the
God.
Legend of Pissman.
Okay.
John Wayne is Pissman.
I gotta go, but I better hold it.
I've gotta go pee.
Give me a good whack, Charlie.
Give me a good bull whack. Pilgrim.
Oh, shit, man.